Hey everyone, Kelly Dean Allen here again. Today on Simple Solos, we're going to have a look at the solo to Mama, I'm Coming Home by Zakk Wylde and Ozzy Osbourne. Arguably the most accessible solo for the beginner soloist that you're going to find in Ozzy's large catalog of music. Short, a couple of repeating licks, a few bends, and it's pretty much over. The final lick in the solo being the only one that may give you a little bit of trouble, as you have to bend two strings at the same time. But overall, it's some pretty basic stuff that we're dealing with here. That said, let's get started. This shouldn't take very long. Good then, the solo to Mama, I'm Coming Home, Zakk Wylde and Ozzy Osbourne. We are tuned down 1/2 step for this tutorial, and here's your tuning. And we're soloing in the key of E major using the E major scale, a lot of it right here in this position right here. And we're coming out of this B power chord, which we're chugging, bum, 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 right, leading into the solo. And the first lick of the solo that right there. So we're on the 9/11 of the D string, and then you're going to go down to the 9 of the G. This is all kind of palm muted, right? So you're just going to go 9/11 down to the 9 of the G, back to the 11 of the D, and back to the 9 of the G. Then you're going to drop onto the 11 of the G, give it a slow full step bend, and choke it off at the top. Kind of like that, right? And then we drop into this double stop bend here on the 12s of the B and the high E with your ring finger and pinky into that, right? So you're going to give that B string a bend, little pause, and then you're going to do it again. And then the second time you're going to release that bend off to 10 back onto 12. And then after you go back onto that 12, you're going to drop it back off to 10, do a little trill between 10 and 12, and then back it off to 9. Right, and then you're going to repeat it, starting it the exact same way. However, when we drop onto these bending double stops here, we're going to hit it 3 times this time. And then finish it the exact same way, right? So that's the intro to the solo. This time 3 times. Now you're going to start it a 3rd time, but you're going to stop right there this time, right? You're not going to go into that slow bend. You're going to go into a quick little bend release of that 11 off to 9 back onto 11. Kind of like that. Some nice wide vibrato on it as well. And then we're jumping up here to the 19th fret of the B string. Into that, just on the 17-19 of the B string, 2 bends. And then you're going to do a little trill between 17-19. And then one final little bend release of that 19 off to 17 back onto 19. And then we finish the solo with this. This is probably the most difficult lick in the solo. This is straight out of Hotel California, this lick. Right there. So we're going to bend that 19 of the B. Very quickly, we're going to go 17, 18, 19 of the high E. And then when you bend that 19, right, you're going to hit it first, and then you're going to bend it very quickly. And when you bend that 19, you also have to bend the B string into a pre-bend position. And then you're going to release that pre-bend on the B string off to 17. grab the 18 of the G and then finish the solo back on that 17 of the B string, right? So that's that lick. Kind of like that. It's kind of hard to get that little pull-off going there from the pre-bend, right? And that is the solo. And there you have it. That is how you play the solo to Mama, I'm Coming Home by Zakk Wylde and Ozzy Osbourne. Certainly hope you enjoyed the tutorial, found it helpful. If you did, please hit that like button right down there. Maybe drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already, as that would be very kind and helpful to my channel. Hope you're well out there in your little guitar corner of the world, wherever that may find you, and we will see you next time. Cheers.